Yo, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Scarecrow here. I'm just here to give y'all my bad Airbnb experience story. So basically, what we decided to do is to do a four-way split on the Airbnb, and I had the two friends set it up, and I was with my girl too. So they actually got the Airbnb because we don't have any Airbnb experience. It's hard to get an Airbnb if you haven't like gotten in one before. So I'm about to bring some insight on the whole thing that went down with that experience that made the trip go south. But so anyway, I'm just gonna fast forward to us leaving and linking up and going to Georgia and stuff. And we stayed in Buckhead. That's where we got the Airbnb at. But we touched down and stuff, and it's really nice. I haven't been to Atlanta in a long time. It was definitely a breath of fresh air, and just different environment to get my mind back right and stuff like that. But yeah, we had a safe trip, and it was really nice. It was really fast too, because since I do a lot of Uber, like driving is nothing to me. But back to the story though. We touched down at the Airbnb, and get all our stuff inside, do the little bed claims and stuff, and so they want to go to a club called Blue Flame. We went to end up going to the Blue Flame Lounge. I think that's what it's called. And beforehand, I was like, if it's a lot of people there, I don't really want to be there because of how bad COVID is now. We got these new variants and stuff, so it's totally understandable. Like so we get there, and of course, the whole parking lot is packed. And then I look at my girl. I'm like, yeah, we can't do this. Yeah, we can't do this. Um, so then I call my friend. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna go with y'all inside and stuff because of how packed it is, and we want the key so I can go back home and rest because I got 2 hours of sleep going to Georgia, and that's my fault. I guess I was a little bit excited, so I didn't get any sleep through the night. But um, yeah, I was like, I just want the key, and then the phone just magically hangs up in my face, and I'm like, oh, okay. I try to call back, no answer, and then I see them walking into the door. So I'm like, okay, I didn't think nothing of it at first. I'm like, all right. Uh, I go to the security guard. You need cash to get in. I didn't have no cash. I go to the security guard. I was like, can you go see if such and such is in there and bring them? Tell them I need the key to get back into the Airbnb. So he goes in there, and they're nowhere to be found. So I'm like, what do I do now? I'm actually kind of pissed at this point. So end up going to an ATM, pulling out 20 or whatnot, going in there looking for them, and I can't find them anywhere. And I already tried calling, and then I'm hearing it was too noisy and stuff like that. I'm texting, and my text is being ignored. And if you can call me, if I can call you and you're picking up, that means you can read your text messages. You know what I'm saying? So just a lot of BS. I'm looking. They say they're in the back. I can't find them in the back. I go in there. By the way, these bitches, like, they out there they throwing pussy everywhere in there. They're like getting it in, like the motherfuckers is nothing on. But that's my first time being at a strip club though. I don't really care for things like that because you're making money. I'm not. It don't make sense to me. So I'm really goal oriented. I'm a goal oriented person. So with that whole situation though, um, eventually, with all the BS going on, the back and forth text and all the randomness and stuff like that, they just end up coming back inside from, like, I don't know how they got outside, but coming back inside acting like we were looking for you the whole time. I'm like, dude, nah, I told you exactly where I was. I'm right here by these two poles and stuff. I'm over here, and I knew it was some BS. Though. I knew it was some BS, and I called them out on it when we walked outside. Well, before we walked outside, they were like, "Hey, we gonna throw this the last little money on the ship and stuff." I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm ready to go." So we go outside and stuff, and and I'm still, I want to talk about this. I'm like, dude, what was that? Like, that was some BS. Like, I know you hung up in my face, and you've been ignoring my texts and stuff, and I'm like, dude, I'm ready to go back to the crowd. I just want the key from you. Y'all can stay here and enjoy yourself. I'm not trying to like ruin anything. I just want the key. So they're like, nah, you straight, fam, you straight. It's like, dude, it don't mean nothing to me. Like I don't need to hear all that. Like this is really an issue because like the whole time I'm feeling disrespected. Like and anyway, we make it back. We trailed them back to the Airbnb and stuff. And this is the same day we made it there to Georgia. And I'm still wanting to talk about this. I'm like, no, I really want to know like what's going on. Like y'all don't trust me with the key. Like why can't I had a key? And like, oh, you want the key? And they're like, oh, you want the key so bad? Here you go, fam. And no, I just took it because I'm like, bruh, whatever. And the whole time, they're like, you straight, and all this nonsense and stuff, bro. I'm not trying to hear any of that. Like, they don't mean nothing. Let's have a real conversation like human beings, not all this ratchetness or whatever. That's no ratchet, bro. But um, took the key, I unlocked it, and then they ended up taking the key right back. And talking about some such and such. Since my card is on it, with the woo, like I want to hold it. And but the thing is, the rule set on the Airbnb rule set says to put the key back in the lockbox so no one gets locked out of the Airbnb, so nobody gets locked out. So I'm like, why aren't we following the rules? It says it on there, like because the thing is, if y'all leave with the key, we can't lock the door. So if we leave, then the door's unlocked. What if all our stuff gets stolen? Like, it don't make sense. And I just kept hearing all these weird excuses and stuff, and all this nonsense. But we ended up trying to have an agreement on. I was like, all right, so can we agree to keep the key in the lockbox? Everybody was chill about it. Then the next day, I was thinking about this still, this whole incident. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. Um, it was on my mind at night. I was like, I felt like that some BS was still gonna be going on about this. So, next day, they want to go to Blue Flame Lounge and stuff. I mean, no, not Blue Flame, but it's talking about going to get something to eat from the hookah lounge and stuff like that. And um, what happened? Yeah, we were all getting ready to go. Yeah, we were all getting ready to go, and they locked the door with the key, and then I'm trying to see if they put it back in the lockbox. And they put it back in the lockbox and stuff. And because that's what we agreed on last night. So they locked the door and just walk off with the key in their hand. I was like, no, 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 hold on, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I thought we agreed to put the key back in the lockbox. And same with the woo excuse, like, my card's on it or something like that, like, because the other night, like right before this, because this is a new day. Before that, I was like, if you don't trust me with the key, just tell me that. And then like nothing was said about that. I'm like, because I just want motherfuckers to be truthful, dog. Like that's it. Um, but back to what we were talking about with the whole situation. They wanted to keep the key still. And I was like, I was livid. I had a fit. I was like, nah, we'll just if it's gonna be like this, then we'll just go to a hotel for the night. Or I was trying to tell my girl, hey, we can just drive back home. Like we can dish this whole trip right now. I don't care, bro, because at this point I was feeling disrespected. I was feeling really disrespected, and I was like, I'm not gonna roll for this. So I started to like we go back in the room and stuff, and then I'm like start tell her to pack her stuff up, pack my stuff up, and then we just leave. And then they want to talk about, hey, we just trying to go get food and all that, and like you don't gotta be like that and stuff. I'm like, bruh. And I guess I pretended like I acted like I calmed down or something like that just to keep the peace. But we went to get hookah. That shit was chill and stuff like that, and that was a little vibe. But I'm like thinking to myself, no, I'm not about to go out no sucker, bro. This still ain't over. I was thinking about this the whole trip. This room out, the energy of the whole trip for me. Like from there on out, I was like, dude, I was literally hot, 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 hot. But I don't like to say much. So they this like I said, this is day two. They ended up going to a little show and stuff and leaving out at like 9 p.m., getting back at like 3 a.m. They said they'd be back in like 2 hours, and we're just there, no key or not. I'm like, I was thinking to myself, if we really want to be petty, we could just leave the door wide open and then just leave and go somewhere and just leave the door wide open. Like, we ain't got no key to lock that joint anyway. So it was just so much ignorance, bro. Like, I wasn't about to settle for that. So that happened, we went to sleep. We they got back at like 2 or something like that. I think I was already asleep. My girl heard them come back in. And now we're gonna move on to day 3, and that was the day we had to leave in the morning. And we were getting our stuff together, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, this still ain't about to go down this way. Like, I'm literally like I got the devil on my shoulder, bro. I'm like, nah, this is not about to go down like this. So I carry, I fixed up the room and stuff, and then I even went to their room. I was like, hey, we just cleaned the room up and stuff before we left, and if you want to check that junk, you can, since that I acted that way because that's how they were acting about the key. I'm like, hey, y'all, I'm trusting niggas. Like, go check the room too, and they're like, nah, you cleaned it and all that, woo woo woo. So I carried their stuff to the car, and I was thinking, I'm like, you know what, I'm about to end this stuff right here. And I just ended up saying, like, when we were about to leave, I was like, hey, when we get back to Mississippi, and you won't ever hear from me again. You won't ever hear from me again. Like, I just left it at that. I was like, I knew it was kind of unexpected, like, for me, because they ain't never seen me act this way. But bro, I was really in my feelings. Like, I don't care about who I lose. I don't care about who I lose. I don't care about like it's just being solo is the move, man. Like, people ain't they don't really fuck with you like you think they do. Like it's better to just be not have too many friends out here and just do you, and because these people ain't for you, man. They ain't really for you. So that's how the whole thing ended. And yeah, that was the bad Airbnb experience, man. That energy ruined the whole trip for me, damn near. Like, it did. Because, like I said, people don't really see me in that mode. Like, when I get mad, bro, like, I don't get mad like that. So I just thought it was kind of disrespectful. It's like, bro, you don't trust me with the keys. Just tell me that. So I don't know. Y'all tell me your perspective on that whole situation and tell me if I was in the wrong. But I don't think I was in the wrong, man. Like, we grown out here. We grown, and we could settle this like grown people instead of being like little kids and stuff. So but yeah, like comment and tell me what you think about that whole situation, and subscribe if you mess with the channel, you mess with me, and make sure you like the video, and Scarecrow out. Scarecrow out, man. Peace.